Alvin Eccles. Listen, every Sunday evening I do Too Much for the Grave. And the platform that Too Much for the Grave is and that is about is to encourage people that they have too much inside of them to take to the grave. I normally try to bring guests on every Sunday evening at 8 o'clock that have wrote good books, have written songs, have businesses, have conferences and all coming up, and people that I feel that could share good information to help other people. So every Sunday evening, for those that have a Zoom account, you may tune in at 4129282271. The passcode is Eccles2. That's with a capital E, small letters CCLES, and then the number 2. I want to encourage you that if you are a author and have written a book that people really don't know about, I want to encourage you to get in contact with me, and you may do so by contacting me at my telephone number 704-649-5013. Or you may contact me at Alvin underscore Eccles at yahoo.com. And that's Alvin, ALVIN underscore Eccles, ECCLES at yahoo.com. Let me know what your book is about. Let me know what your music is about. Let me know what your business idea is about, or your business, or even good information that you would like to share with others. I do not tolerate foolishness. I do not tolerate any negative things. This is not a political platform. This is not a racial platform, but it's a platform in order to encourage, inspire, motivate, and give people the opportunity to talk about what they do and even why they do it. That brings the point about myself. I'm a helper. I love helping people. I love helping people. And one thing I learned about people that have written books and songs is that unless your name is so and so, nobody really knows you. If you're not already on the best sellers list, New York bestsellers list, or if you haven't reached the platform of being able to be on the number 1 uh, to number 10, number 100 best songs list, then nobody really knows you. They don't know your name. On Too Much for the Grave, we've had some excellent authors that have brought on their books and talk about their books. We have had some excellent artists that had some amazing music, amazing songs. Some people with great business ideas and businesses that nobody really, not too many people know about. And that's the thing. Me, I like helping people. And I like to get other people to know about other people. This is why I do Too Much for the Grave. I can say as much even as myself. I've written songs. I've even been a co-writer of a play. Yes, that's right. But it's hard to get your material out there unless somebody open the door for you, unless the opportunity is given to you. And that's what I like to do, is give you the opportunity to talk about your books, talk about your songs, talk about your businesses. And even to let those know that have thought about even writing a book or thought about writing a song that If it's in you, if it's in your heart, you need to let it out. I'm a firm believer that God created all of us with something, some type of gift or talent. Doesn't necessarily, I'm trying to get tongue twisted, but I'll be all right. It's not necessarily that you have to play some great sport like football, basketball, tennis, or golf, to have a talent. It's not really necessary that you have to write awesome songs, whether it be country, R&B, rap, and gospel. Uh, you know, for you to be well known or for somebody to know about you. There are all sorts of gifts and talents out there. There's some people I found out that got some amazing recipes. The food is just, as they say, finger licking good. So I encourage you that those gifts and talents that you inside of you, please don't hold them in. Do something about it. Get started. If you've been having a book idea that's been in your mind, that's been in your heart for quite some time, then you need to get started. And that's another way that I know and have been encouraged rather, by other people about doing what I do, is that if something is really weighing on your heart and your mind, and it's something that just really can't get away from, can't get out of your mind, can't get out of your heart, can't get out of your thoughts. And, when other people talk about it, it gets you excited. If those things are deep inside of you, then that might be your inspiration. That might be the thing for you to do in life. It's the things that inspire you so much. One reason I like writing songs, and yes, I've done some recording as well, myself and with my daughters. But I'm finding out that I can't let anybody cut me short. I want to encourage you, don't let anybody cut you short. I can write songs. Yes, I can. I'm also a musician, and I have my own style of playing. Uh, I consider myself old-fashioned gospel musician. Also, I consider myself a preacher's musician. When I say that, if you give me an opportunity to back you up while you're preaching, I can flow with you. That's what I do, and I know I can do that well. And I can't let anybody take that away from me. Being said to that is that I know some awesome musicians. I mean, they just, being a keyboard player, organ player, piano player, whatever, play a little guitar, play a little bass, play the drums, but mainly with the keyboard and the organ. I know some awesome musicians. I mean, they can just play. They're good. They're bad, but I can hold my own when I need to hold my own. Okay. So I encourage you, don't let anybody, slow your growth in what you do. No, you may not be able to do what you do better than somebody else, but if God gave that to you, he gave that to you. Okay. You have too much inside of you to take to the grave. I've been inspired by so many books, and I listen to a lot of audiobooks while I drive. And yes, I'm a truck driver too, and I just love driving. It's just, it's a hobby for me. It's not like really work. I just love driving, and being able to drive a 18-wheeler and be able to bag an 18-wheeler into a spot that you may have that much space on each side, sometimes can be challenging, but it's something that most truck drivers love to do, just to say, hey, I can back this truck into that space, and being able to do it without any hiccups and all of that is it's like rewarding kind of. That's the best word I can use. Okay. And just being able to be in the truck and drive safely, and you're going down the road and know how to avoid accidents and so forth. Hey, it's just something I like to do. Have my quiet time that I can meditate and all while I'm driving and just enjoy the life and scenery around me. So whatever your platform is, whether it's cooking a good meal, or whatever it is, you know, hey, you make the best cornbread, the best collard greens, the best biscuits, the best baked beans, the best fried chicken, whatever it is, whatever you do, you may be the best at it. But guess what? If you don't get started, nobody will know that you do that. I often use the term and terminology. Um, what if I don't even know which one of the chicken places got started first. So this is just an example, okay? I'm not saying that it's true, but suppose KFC was the first one that started the fast food chicken business. And, they got out there and they get expanded and beginning to grow and everything. Suppose Popeyes and Church's Chicken and what else? Bojangles has said, well, Kentucky Fried Chicken got the market covered and didn't do anything. It would not be any of the other chicken places besides KFC. But now we have options, we have choices, to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, Bojangles, Popeyes, Church's, whatever you like. You got options now. So, hey, that's something that I feel that the Lord just placed in my mind and heart, that even when you write a song and your song might not be as good as somebody else's, your book may not be as good as somebody else's, but guess what it is? It gives people options. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. All right. And another thing that I believe a lot of people use their gifts and talents, whether it's writing a book or song or whatever, to make money. And some of these areas you can use to make money with and from. But a lot of times God gives you things to help other people, just like he's doing with me in opening this platform of Too Much for the Grave. So, he may give you a book, not necessarily for you to make money, but gives you a book in your heart, and you begin to write it down. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But a lot of times it's to help somebody else. Okay. So if you want to help somebody else along the way, then write that book, write that song. That's another thing that I've learned. A lot of times, even when I do these platforms, I try to stay away from the word, but it's just hard. And just in case you don't know what the word is the Bible, okay? Sometimes I try to stay away from it, but it's hard to do because there's so many things that will guide you in there, such as what I'm getting ready to say. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain, that those that see it may run with it. So even though you have that song, you can't just walk around it with it in your heart all the time, because I'm telling you, God has blessed me to reach the age of 67, and I'm happy about that. Some of my friends and family members are gone, but when you get a certain age, you may think of something and then you try to go back and do it, whether singing or writing something, or writing a book, or even cooking a meal. That's why I say you need to write things down, even if it's a good recipe. Later on in life, you start walking out the room and go to the next room and forget what you went in there for. So it's a good thing to write things down, okay? So anyway, listen, Too Much for the Grave every Sunday night at 8 o'clock p.m. The night today is June 1st. I think it's June 1st today. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, on this beautiful Sunday, I do not have a guest, but I'm going to be coming in talking about keeping the main thing the main thing. I do have different people that join on Too Much for the Grave, and sometimes we can just have a good open conversation. But that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So if you have a Zoom account at 8 o'clock p.m. and would like to join me, you may do so by dialing in at Zoom at 4129-282271. And the passcode is ECHOES2. That's with a capital E, small letter CCLES, and then the number 2. I would love to, just converse with you and talk with you and share with you and let you share with me and others. So if you have the opportunity, come on in. I do like to tell people I'm not about junk. I'm not about foolishness. So I'm all about positiveness. Did I say that right? Anyway, about positive things. Okay. Anyway, so if you have something positive to say, something positive to talk about, I would love for you to come on and be a part of Too Much for the Grave. If you have a business, a bona fide business, okay, you got the rights to the name of that business, you've started that business, you got all the information and everything you need to have your business going and so forth, and the licenses and all. That many people don't know about. If you are an author and you have written a book, that people don't know about. If you're an artist and got an inspirational song, gospel song, something to help and encourage people, all of this, contact me. I would love to let other people know about you. Okay. So again, if you have that opportunity, please join in. We look forward. Hey, I'm trying my best. Again, I don't mind telling people how young I am. 67 years old. Young. Hey, I know I don't look it, but anyway. I'm trying my best to use a different platform when I'm able to do Zoom and YouTube and Facebook and all at the same time. So I hope this is working out. Videos, let me know. Let me know if it's working for me, okay? If I don't know what I'm doing, help a brother out, okay? Contact me. Let me know what to do. In the meantime, listen, you all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I hope this video gets out. I hope you will join us tonight, whether I be on Facebook Live and YouTube together or one or the other, it will go forward. Too Much of the Grave every Sunday night at 8 o'clock p.m. I am your host, Alvin Echols. Thank you, and have a blessed and wonderful day.